Hi everyone, welcome to this week. I hope that things are going well. I'm sure you're all ready for your break coming up this week. So I'll be brief tonight, but I just want to go over a couple highlights for the week. First of all, you may have noticed on the syllabus that you were supposed to post a discussion post by noon today. Since I didn't post this video earlier, I will accept these late without any penalty. I should have submitted this video earlier today. But do submit a post soon because you do need to respond to someone else's post by noon on Wednesday, and that way you won't have any homework over your break. Also, as I'm sure you know, you've started reading a new book. This book is called Her Story, and it's set up a little bit differently. It kind of gives a highlight of different eras in history and how women were treated in that era. And also it talks about some specific women, and it always has some primary source readings that are included in the chapter that are either about women or by women and give you insight into how their cause is kind of progressing. So chapter 1 is about the early church, and it goes through some different roles that women had in the church and some specific examples of those roles. In general, the church at the time was patriarchal and women didn't have much of a role, but again, it's very admirable and almost miraculous that some women still rose to these positions of leadership. The second chapter is about the Middle Ages, which is very interesting. It says that women are either the pit or the throne, meaning they're either held up high, kind of on a pedestal as perfect and pure, versus being the worst people, the sinners, the people who are, seducing men and causing men to sin. And so it's kind of an interesting kind of juxtaposition that you see. Obviously, in the second chapter, it's also talking about witches and how there was this fear of witches, and women in particular, women who voiced their religious opinions and were outspoken, were the most easily ones to be kind of accused of being a witch. And they were often, tortured, burned at the stake, and things like that. And so you'll read about their different situations and their different stories. So make sure you read the primary source readings as well. And there is just a simple discussion this week. So I did grade all the papers. I know that most people took the test, and I will be submitting the midterm grades soon as well. There is another paper coming up. I'm not sure off the top of my head what the due date is for that. It's in several weeks. But for that paper, you have to watch a video first. The videos are all at the library at College of St. Mary, and some of the videos can be found on Netflix. One in particular is Dead Man Walking. But you have to watch a movie and then react to it. Because it's a reaction paper, you can use personal pronouns, and it is a shorter paper. So read the syllabus about that and start thinking about it. I'll go into more detail about that next week. Have a wonderful fall break.